Welcome back to Politics Tonight. I'm Bill Mahler. Gentlemen, let me ask you this question. Crisis motivation. We have to be on the precipice of disaster. We have to be up against the wall before our government seems able to do something. And here again, we're finding that some dramatic changes are taking effect. We look at the national picture with the debt ceiling. It's probably going to get right down to the wire before they actually do something. But isn't that problematic as well? Wouldn't there have been some opportunities long ago to have started to make some adjustments to, like the workmen's compensation law, so that it wouldn't be difficult and painful at this point?
I would argue that one of the things that happens in the political world is that they do look for crisis to push them to make decisions that are difficult.
That gives them cover.
And the decisions oftentimes that are very difficult. Workers' compensation is a complicated law. It affects literally tens of thousands of businesses, medical providers, employees. So it touches a lot of people, lawyers, it touches a lot of people. The other thing of it is that it doesn't happen in a vacuum. Illinois is not an island. Other states make changes in their workers' compensation laws. Over these last 6 years, since we took action in '06, the cost of workers' compensation insurance went down significantly across the country, but in Illinois it went up significantly. So you also have to pay attention to what's going on in other states vis-a-vis job creation and competitiveness. So I do think that politicians sometimes are a little slow on the uptake, and if they were paying closer attention year after year, we wouldn't have to move to the crisis element. On the other hand, these are so complicated issues that they really don't want to deal with them every year, so we don't get a lot of chance to make changes.
And Antonio Romanucci, I guess you would say, as you made the point earlier, if safety was more of a concern, I don't know if that's something that we can completely legislate, but if companies created, you would say, safer work environments, we wouldn't have this debate right now, because there wouldn't be the number of claims that would be breaking the bank.
Yeah, you know, Bill, I want to say this. You know, I do represent injured workers, and the real crisis comes around when these people are off of work and are struggling to feed their families because they're sole income providers. And with a reduced benefit system, it creates even more crisis. And it's unfortunate that, you know, our politicians had to pick on the injured worker here for this type of reform. I understand what they did. I don't accept it. I know that it went through, and I know that it was signed. I'm not saying it was all right. I think some reform is good. You need to fine-tune both sides of the table, but I know how seriously affected these people are when they're off of work in an already reduced compensation system.
That's Antonio Romanucci with the law firm Romanucci and Blandin, and Doug Wickley, the president and the CEO of the Illinois Chamber of Commerce. Gentlemen, thank you both very much.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Doug.
And I'm Bill Mahler on Politics.